In this video lecture, we're going to discuss how to simplify context-free diagram second step. Okay, so in our last video lecture, we discussed the first step, which is reducing CFG. Now, we're going to determine how to reduce unit production. If say unit production, this is the production rule that has this form. A is mapped to B, or A yields to B, wherein A and B are non-terminal state or symbol rather. Okay, so non-terminal symbol yield to a non-terminal symbol. So this is an example of unit production, and this is what we're going to remove in our grammar, or in our grammar, in our production rule. Okay, so what will be the different steps that we need to follow? So we have three simple steps. So step one. So we're going to identify first all unit production. Okay. So to remove A, then B, add production A, then X, wherein X is a terminal symbol, or it could be null. Okay. And whenever B map to X. So there's two rules. A map to B and B map to X, wherein X again is a terminal symbol. So B will be replaced on this production rule by a terminal symbol. We all know that B will yield X, so therefore, logically, A will go to X based on the chain of rules. So therefore, A map to B could be replaced as A map to X. So that's why we could delete it, yung A map to B in step 2. And then repeat this until all unit production that is not necessary to our production rule will be removed. Okay, so let's have an example. So we have this production rule: start map to X, Y, X map to A, Y map to Z or B, Z map to M map to N map to A. So we're not going to include the start symbol here, just the other non-terminal symbol aside from the start symbol. So which are, okay, Y map to Z. We're not going to include B since we are talking about non-terminal that yields a non-terminal. So that's why it's just Y map to Z. Okay. And then second is map Z map to M, and then M map to N. So let's start with map to N. Okay. So N, okay, then N non-terminal symbol, based on the production rule, it will yield to A. So it conforms step 1. So therefore, we could introduce M, okay? So we could introduce M map to A, okay? Based on step 1. Since N will yield to A, therefore, M will yield to A through N. So that's why we could introduce M map to A. And then, in step 2, remove M map to N, since it is replaced by this new rule. Now, let's consider Z map to N. Okay? And we all know that M, based on this rule, it will yield to A. So therefore, we could introduce Z map to A. Okay? Since M will yield to A. Since we're going to introduce Z map to A, based on step 2, remove Z map to M. Okay? And then next would be remove Y map to Z. Let's check if we could remove it. So based on the second step, Z, or the second cycle rather, Z will yield to A, small a terminal symbol. Okay? And since we have this format, therefore, Z could be replaced by A. So now we have y yields small a. And it could be included in our grammar to replace y yields to z. So to have a complete, okay, so include b. So y yield a or b. So now all unit production is now been removed and replaced by non-terminal yields to terminal. Okay, and now we're going to check which among the production rule can be reached by the start state. So start state yields with xy, and x will go to a, y will go to either a or b. And as you can see, z, m, and n cannot be reached through start symbol. So therefore, it could be removed. So now we only have three rules in our production rule. The start symbol for X non-terminal and Y non-terminal. So this will be the simplified production rule. Okay, so removing the unit production, okay, we could have, we only have three production rule. Okay, so that's it for this video lecture. See you on the next video lecture that will discuss the last step in simplification of CFG. Thank you for listening.